And welcome back to Maddminister Gaming with Captain of Industry. Let's play episode 24. Today we're gonna keep looking down at my notes because I almost got it confused. Today we're gonna get gold processing up and running. I already started mining gold. I got a lot of gold ore already in storage, but we're gonna get the gold process going because we're gonna need gold to progress through the last part of the tech tree so we can make chips, electronics for the computing power, whatnot, to get to the rocket and send it on its way. I've also made a few tweaks to the base, added a lot of diesel production, cleaning up a mess that I've had for a while. I think I finally came up with a design that's pretty suited to what I wanted to do in the future. Hopefully, I could get a little bit better with that. So it's got an overhead view of the base, but let's get into the gold right away. So over here on the north part of the starting the new map, you have your gold deposit. This is the beginning map. Here it is right here. There's your gold deposit up here. And you can see I started mining the gold already as we have the overlay up. Actually, let's turn everything off and let's only look at the gold deposit. So there seems to be a decent amount of gold in here. I have no idea how much gold we're going to need to do stuff with. I've just kind of superficially looked at the production process of things we need to do. But I have 6 of the level 4 loose storages built. 4 of them are full, and we're working on the 5th one, and then we'll be on the 6th one. I only have 2 excavators and 6 trucks working this, so I am not really mining it super fast. So what do we need to mine gold? Well, there is a process for gold, and we might as well go in here and gold ore. It starts with gold ore. So your gold ore is useful for basically 2 things: to dump it on the ground or to put it into a crusher to make crushed gold ore. What do you need for that? 1 crusher at least. And then we get to crush gold ore. And what do we do with that? We got to process it again. So you need another crusher to take that crushed gold ore and turn it into gold powder. And what are we going to do with the gold powder? We need a settling tank, the gold powder, some acid, and we are going to get gold ore concentrate and toxic slurry out of that. Now, I've already started making acid on the other side of the base. We'll check that out real quick. The gold concentrate is going to go into the settling tank with the was going to come out of the settling tank with the gold powder and the acid, and we're going to get a toxic slurry. So, toxic slurry is a byproduct. Let's look at that real quick. To deal with the toxic slurry, you could just dump it into the ocean if you want to, but then you're going to have to deal with the environmental effects on that. Your people are not going to be happy. It's going to affect their health. And or you can process it. To process it, you're going to need a wastewater treatment plant, filter media, which I started producing in the last episode. I didn't go over it. We'll check that out also. Brine, which I have making brine in a couple of different places. The wastewater treatment plant is going to need the brine. And with that, you're going to get water and slag. So that's how we're going to get rid of our toxic slurry. Let's get back to the gold concentrate. What are we going to do with the gold concentrate? Well, the gold concentrate is going to go into a gold furnace. We're going to add sand to the concentrate. We're going to get gold bars out of that with some exhaust. And that is where we are going to take the process today. So these are the basic things you're going to need. Although one of the crushers is not going to cut it. One of the settling tanks is not going to cut it. One of the gold furnaces is not going to cut it. But for the facility that I built, 1 wastewater treatment plant is going to cut it. And instead of putting that all together, I've already pre-built this thing in planning mode. And here we are. So right here, what we have here is we're going to have the loose storage, which we're going to build it now so we can start filling up the loose storage. Mine control tower has no mining designations. What happened here? Let's fix this real quick. What do you mean it has no mining designations? Oh, that's not this one. It is the limestone. Let's fix the limestone real quick. There we go. Now it has mining designations. And let's get back to the gold processing facility. So I built the hopper that is going to hold the gold ore, which is going to go into these 4 crushers, because we're going to put 24 ore into them. We're going to get 24 crushed ore out of them. And then going in, and those are going to go into 2 more crushers, because it's going to take 24 and 24 gold crushed ore coming out, and 48 gold powder coming out of the second crusher, which is going to go into the settling tank. And then we have an acid tank here that we need to go ahead and quick build. And we need to put that one up so we can start getting the acid delivered over here. And also the sand also over here. And let's go ahead and quick build the sand hopper. Oh, well, we got trucks not being able to... what's going on with you? Where are you trying to go? Oh, here we go. I forgot to do this. So let's do it right here. I forgot to build... Ooh, there it goes. I forgot to build this bridge so they could get to the acid. Let's build that. Boom. There we go. Quickie build. I knew I forgot to do something. Building a bridge for the acid. Now it's been a slow process on the acid. I have a feeling we're gonna blow through this acid pretty quick, but I just wanted to get the basics up and running right now. Let's make sure this works out. All those trucks are probably gonna come over here and grab acid for that acid tank because they're on this side of the map. There goes 1, there goes 2, and there they go. They figured it out. That was my fault, not the trucks. Okay, so where I was getting at. So here in the settling tanks, we are going to get the gold concentrate coming out, which is going to go into the furnaces, which are going to have the sand added to them. And then we are going to get the gold bars into this final storage facility. So as the gold is being loaded up, I'm probably going to upgrade this to a larger one, but we'll let it go for now. So let's build this first section. Oh, wait a minute. Also, we need to do this too. So we need brine in this system for the wastewater treatment plant. And I had to run a brine line all the way from over here from this facility, which is producing the water for my farming operations. So let's go ahead and build that. They need to come up with a better way to run pipes up ramps, because if the vehicles can go up the ramp smooth, the pipe should be able to go up the ramp smooth, in my opinion. Let's see. Like, this is so jagged. It should just be a nice slope down. I don't know why the piping doesn't do that. Is that the last section? Nope. We got going on over here. And actually... let's build that, and we need to build this discharge, which is just water. And let's build the facility. Actually, let's build all of this. Because this is going to need filter media coming in. I have this is for slag right here. So I have filter media being produced right here. I need to belt that in. It needs to go in right there. We're going to belt, actually, let's belt that in right now. Which way should I take it? Around this way. Or take it on this side, because I think we're going to take it just right there. So let's go ahead and get this belt for the filter media. We're going to just build it on the ground, and we're just going to build a ramp, because I found it easier. I am a believer in just building ramps now. Here I am going to take it all the way to here, go around. I'm going to get some trucks stuck real quick. Let's hit R so it doesn't want to. So it goes up and over, and kick the R off. Kind of hodgepodge a little bit. Let's build all of that, and we're going to have to put at least 1 ramp in. I guess we don't have to. They can come in the other side, so we're not going to do the ramp right now. We'll let that get built. Let's see. Oop, did I connect that to the wrong output? No, I didn't. There, we need only 1 water output, and then we need to grab the slag right here. That's going to be set to keep empty, and truck import off. Come on now. What are we adding slag into that for? Export only. So the wastewater treatment plant is set up. We got a full tank of acid, full hopper of sand, nearly a full hopper of gold. So let's start magic quickie building all of this with Unity. Like I say, throw some Unity at the problem, throw some Unity at the problem, and throw some Unity at the problem. Get this whole system built, and we'll see if I have any snafus going on in here. It seems like everything's going to be fine. And what this is going to be giving me is 24 gold bars per 60 to start with. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough or not. I am unsure. Let's go ahead. Oh, the farms are backing up. Kind of been holding steady at 77 months worth of food for a while. Some of it's a lot more than that. And I want to see, let's see the process. Let's see what's going on. We have our first crushed ore coming out. We're going to follow the first batch through the processing plant. The sand is loaded up. The acid is loaded up. And let's see, I want to see the animation. I like watching the animations in the metallurgy processing facilities. Metallurgy processing, is that the right word? Metallurgy or metal processing facilities? Metallurgy. Crusher's getting its load of gold ore crushed, and we're going to get gold powder out of that. That's going to get loaded up into the settling tank. Get it going into the settling tank. We're going to watch the first couple bars all the way through the system. Let's turn that off so we can just see it. Actually, let's watch it nice and close too. Super close here in picture mode. We're going to watch it real close without the UI up. Let's see what all of the processing looks like. There we go. Look, got a little spinny action from the settling tank number 1. That's going to spit out the final dry gold product. There it goes, which is going to be mixed in with the sand, and we are going to get out our first 12 gold bars. I want to see what the animation looks like. Which one's first? This one's going to be first. Okay, what do we got going on here? It's pouring it into the side. Is that a mold? What's going on there? And there goes our gold bars. Our first gold bars coming out. There they go. Look at the gold bars. Look at the gold bars. Look at the gold bars. Oh, there they go. Bling, bling. And I didn't connect the belt. Let's get... Why did you forget to connect the belt? There we go. Still Unity at the problem. The very last piece of the puzzle. And I didn't connect it. And there we go. We have our first gold bars being produced. And I think that we're going to catch one of these and make it the thumbnail for this video. We'll wait till we get... I want to wait till this one gets going in the middle so we can catch some of the action. Let's try to catch a good angle. I want to grab some of the plant in the background, and I think maybe right here will be good. Let's grab this, and boom, boom. There we go. Got the thumbnail for the video. And there we go. The slurry is being processed. We are getting slag out of it. The toxic slurry that's coming out of this process right here with the settling tanks, which is 48 per 60, going into one wastewater treatment plant with the filter media and the brine pushing out 40 water, which is what we're discharging. We're just dumping clean water, processed water back into the ocean and calling it good. This system here should provide way more than enough filter media for this process over here, and I can actually switch this one over to filter media if I wanted to use more chlorine, but I'll get more water out of it and more sludge. But right now, this became self-contained. The way it's running right now, the water that goes in gets processed and recycled back into the system. So there we go. That is gold processing, beginner style. Obviously, this could be scaled up or may need to be scaled up. I am not sure yet. I have a feeling it's going to have to be scaled up at the just with the quick preliminary look at what we're going to do after this. But this is a start. I had none of this going. The acid, luckily, I started a few episodes ago or a while back right here. It's a real slow process, but I think it's doing 24 per 60. So let's see, 24 per 60. That's what I don't remember what the usage is. 24 per 60. So it's 32. So yeah, it's gonna use it slightly faster than what I'm producing it, which is fine. I can always add another up the processing of the acid to the system. And then what this is going on right here, making filter media, all you need is sand, coal, and gravel. And what I'm doing is I have this, I can dump gravel straight into it, or I can put rock in here, run the rock through the crusher, and the gravel is made out of the rock. So either way, I got two sources of gravel going to this system. So basically, almost everything you're looking at right here could be turned into gravel. So if it's not already gravel. And that is gold processing. Let me show what I've been doing with the new diesel production facility. So I finally built something that I think is a lot better than what I had going on. I have a flare right here because I have a little hiccup that I need to figure out something to do with, but I'm right now just burning off some excess light oil. So each one of these produces 36 diesel per 60. You see that I have 8 of them. I only got 3 running right now, and it is refilling the diesel farm up really fast. So I haven't even turned on these other ones. I think this little setup from this right here is pretty cool. It's modular. I could plug in another. I can keep plugging them in, or just put them over here and run the piping around, and I will be producing a lot more diesel a lot cleanly, because I finally am going to be able to get rid of this nonsense right here and try to clean up this pipe spaghetti, which I am going to do off camera. I'm going to try to straighten out the center section of the petroleum part of the island. And let's see what we got. Vegetables, wet, boom, boom, boom. It's all food being backed up. And that is it right there for gold processing. I am also making more space right here, because I have a feeling I'm going to need more power soon. So I am building room for, actually, I'm going to take this a little bit wider, for another generator, power generator, to get me another 6 megawatts into the system, because I've had spikes into the low 10 megawatts. So that's got 2.9, basically a 3 megawatt overhead. And I'm going to need more than that as I get into the higher production in the game. And now that we are processing gold, what we're looking at is, I believe no, it's the robotic assembler that does it. No, it is not the robotic assembler. Microchip machine. So the microchip machine, well, I need to build a data center first to run these that need teraflops to operate, but this is where the gold bars come in hand. So once we start making silicon wafers, it's going to use acid and water. We make microchip stage 1A. We take 1A, combine it with copper and plastic to get 1B. 1B gets combined with 1.5 gold bars to make 1C. It scrolls down. 1C goes into 1C with acid water again to get 2A. 2A to copper to plastic again to get 2B. And then we get 2B with gold bars again to get microchips 2C. Go through the whole process again to the 3rd level, needs gold bars again. Gets to the 4th level, needs gold bars again. And then we can finally make microchips, which is what we need to make electronics 3. So there is a big, long process for being able to get into this to get us into the age of building a rocket and sending it on its way. And that is going to be the next setup that I do with all of the microchip action going on. We are going to, let's just go ahead and look at them. It's microchip, right? Microchip 1A. So the silicon wafer, which I am already making silicon poly with water, is going to get my wafer to start the process with. So I am probably gonna have to bump up the silicon production, which maybe we'll just double it, and we're going to have to run through this whole process right here to get to the point where we can make micro chips. And I do believe we're going to bypass making solar cells in this playthrough. We're not going to do nuclear, not going to do solar cells in this playthrough. I'm skipping those. It looks like I'm going to be skipping a lot of the recycling stuff. So there's things that when I do another playthrough on a different island, that we'll start adding some other technologies for that. And that is gold production. That is real quick, down and dirty for the basics. I am pretty sure there are more compact builds out there for this, but I've gotten away from trying to do super compact builds. I don't mind having the space in them, as there is, let's zoom this out, there is plenty of room to build massive amounts of machinery on this island, especially when you can create land and plenty of farmland. There is plenty of room on here in the starting island anyway. I don't know about the rest of them yet, but plenty of room on a starting island to do pretty much anything you want to do. So I would say don't worry about trying to be super compact with your builds like I was trying to do in this area, because it turns into pipe spaghetti. Like I was trying to do back here in this area, it turns into pipe spaghetti. And that's just my what I've learned. I'm going to try to come up with a better setup for the power plant, so it is just modular and plug and play. And that is Gold Processing 101 with Maddminister Gaming and Captive Industry. Let's play episode 24. If you like the game, continue coming back and watching it here on YouTube or Facebook, depending on where you're watching it at. I have a feeling that these standalone videos are going to end up only on YouTube, as Facebook is more geared towards streaming. And this is a game, I haven't streamed this. I don't think this is a good streaming game. So, but for now, they are on both platforms. Go ahead and go over to YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're a Facebook member, slide over to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel out. You don't have to watch it over. You can stay on YouTube, on Facebook if you want to. With that being said, I thank all of you for joining me in another video. Hope to see all of you on the next video. Have a great evening, great day, great week, great month. Just have a great time, and I'll catch all of you on the next video. And I am out.